I'll stand back a tiny bit for me, lads.
Sorry, James. We won't rugby tackle you.
James, a lot to take from that. What's the predominant emotion right now?
Look, we want to get back to Division 1. We did that. We started very well against a team that were very focused on this game, a big game for them. So I thought we started very well and built up a good lead in the first half. Playing some excellent play, to be honest. I'm very, very happy with it. And our movements, how we pressed, what we were trying to do. Defensive cover was all very, very solid. We got ragged, certainly in the third quarter. So we need to sort out a few things there, which we will. And I thought towards the end, some of our experienced guys, Lee and Aidan, got on a lot of ball and just calmed it down towards the end to run out winners. So lots of stuff I'd be very happy with, but the stuff we need to stop doing for sure.
A couple of big blows in the first half. Diarmuid and Killian both gone off injured. I suppose it's hard to know at this stage, but what's the initial?
Yeah, I don't know. They're icing a bit swollen in there, so I don't know. It needs to calm down, and the medical guys are with them. So I genuinely don't know what's the position at the moment.
And how much of a relief is it to be straight back up after the relegation last year, to be back up in Division 1, and how important is it?
It's good. It's good for you saw Paul Towie and some of the younger guys we're bringing through. So it's great that they're playing top level opposition. That's what you face in Division 1. So it's good from that point of view. But we got a right test today from a very good team. So there's that's a good test, and it shows areas that areas flashed up there that we need to improve on. So I'm happy with it from that regard as well.
Are you disappointed there's not a league final to look forward to?
Look, we're happy to be playing. To be honest, the games we're 2 weeks to a championship, so. Probably happy now that there isn't a league final. To be honest, at this stage, you lead in a couple of knocks and bangs after today's game. So we take whatever comes.
Do you think that was an ideal preparation for championship? That game, the intensity of it compared to maybe the games before now?
I think and we found out where our fitness is and everything else. Like that's a war. It's warm out there. You saw that towards the last quarter. There's a lot of people just being stepped. But it's a brilliant surface here, a lovely surface to play on. So. We learned a lot from today for sure.
What went wrong in the third quarter, James, when the players scored 2 high?
Oh, 2 high balls in. We should have dealt with them better. So that side of things. So if you take those 2 out of it, it's obviously slightly different. We should have managed it a bit better. I thought 1 or 2 of us maybe held onto the ball a bit longer than we were in the first half. Got turned over, got a few shots blocked down. So it's amazing if you drop a fraction how quick it can all build up. And we were 50% on their kickouts in the first half. We were 0 in the second half. So there's lots in that.
James, you held Owen Cleary and David Tuberty relatively quiet in the first half, but they came into it a bit in the third quarter, and they really led the sort of Clare charge.
Yeah, Clare, we know Clare very, very well, and those 2 guys in particular, we play challenge games most of the year against Clare. We're very aware of how good they are. We Paddy and Oisin on them today, and it was a good battle. I suppose when we built up the lead in the first half, we kept them quiet, and we got the lead, and that ultimately won us the game.
James, can I ask you there about the black card incident? Gavin Cooney was pulled down and the referee didn't deem it. It's very confusing, this black card at a vital part of the game.
Which I don't know which incident.
Gavin Cooney, he was straight throwing goals down there and he was pulled down.
Just like Killian was in the first half, is it? There was no yellow card or black card for the first half either. So
is that an issue, James? I mean,
I'm asking you about the black card issue.
I'm telling you. Yeah. You asked me, so I'm telling you. So
it's not a relevant question.
Sorry. It is a relevant question.
It's very similar. What I'm saying is it's very similar to Killian's when Killian was through and he was pulled down. So what I'm saying is that there was no yellow card there. So I asked the fourth official. The fourth official said that it wasn't a yellow card. That it was our black card.
Is there confusion about the black card? Referees will say you've been pulled down.
Oh,
it's different.
That's the question. Absolutely.
Is it obviously confusing? It must be tough for you.
Well, with the new penalty rule that's in as well, that adds to that's going through people's heads as well. What's going on? So I don't know why we think it would rule so much. I think Gaelic football's a cracking game if we just leave it alone for a while.
Do you envisage it causing a lot of difficulty in this year's championship post-match that we'll have a? That will cause a lot of difficulty post-match in this year's championship.
Oh, I'm sure it'll flare. So many games coming up. There'll be so many. There'll be issues that'll raise. So for
James, just a couple of injury updates. Brendan Harrison and Jason Doherty, are they close to being back?
Yeah, Jason Doherty played for Borshoe last night, scored one forward, did very well, so he's pushing hard. So Brendan as well got a good half in for a half more, so they're getting close.
James, you must have been delighted to get challenged in this game.
Oh,
The championship pace tonight.
and look, Clare are a really good team, really well organised, and they work hard for each other. And when you have a group of lads like that, spring with some really good footballers in there, they're going to be hard. We knew it was going to be hard, so we prepped very hard for this. I think that showed how maybe we started in the first half. And, when we made a few subs, got a few injuries, a few of the things that we're doing very well got a bit ragged, and they exploited it, as you'd expect from a good team. But I do think we sorted it out a little bit towards the end and held on to 4-point win.
James, Derry Offaly have come to an arrangement with the league final at Croke Park next Saturday. Would you envisage Derry and Offaly? Would you envisage reaching out to Kildare for something similar?
No idea. I need to see where my group are and where we are injury wise and all that kind of stuff. And we hadn't scheduled rolling in now, so we've lots of stuff scheduled, so that'd throw things upside down a little bit. But
Matthew Horan there was fantastic in the first half in terms of his athleticism and running sort of through the middle of stuff, and Clare really found that hard to deal with. Matthew, especially in the first half, he gave Clare lots of problems.
yeah, and we had probably 4 or 5 goal chances that we should, as I was saying, they were one step away from being another goal, and that would have killed things a lot. But yeah, he's very good time, and he can get up to a high speed very quickly, so he's dangerous in the middle of the field for sure.
Are you pleased that Aidan O'Shea made it through the whole game? Aidan
Yeah.
O'Shea, he had a particularly good game, and are you pleased that he made it through the whole game?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I think that our press in the first half, they did a very obvious target on the kick-outs, and I thought after the first couple he did very well, and so it gave us a good platform from there.
Thanks, James.